I'm going to show you a 3 simple step process to create the perfect color palette for your brand. First, you're going to download all the logos from your competitors, you're going to download a color wheel from Google, and you're going to put them right next to each other. So you can find color opportunities like this zone right here in the orange and yellow zone, and right here in the teal zone. Why is it important to find colors that your competitors are not using? Well, if you are designing the brand for a soda company and you use the color red, everyone is going to think that you are a copy of Coca-Cola. Or if you are going to design the brand for a burgers company and you choose the color yellow, everyone is going to think that you are a copy of McDonald's. So it's important that you choose a color that stands out and differentiates you, so you can communicate with your audience what you want to communicate. Okay, so this is very important because otherwise everyone will think that you are just a copy, and that's not something you want for your brand. So now that you have those color opportunities, we're going to use color psychology. For this, you can do some research online in Google, or you can just go to ChatGPT. You can add some information about your company, like a description, phrases you use, your mission and vision. We already made this in the Define Your Brand lesson in this branding course. So I just copied and pasted that. And I told ChatGPT, I am designing the logo for this company. What colors should I use based on color psychology? And ChatGPT is going to tell you the colors that you could use based on the things that you want to communicate with your brand. And here, the perfect color that aligns with the color opportunity that we had here and the color psychology that we have here is yellow and orange, because these colors evoke energy, optimism, and creativity. They align with the innovative, action-oriented spirit of Kairos, encouraging users to seize the moment for personal growth and impact. So that's the perfect color we want to use, yellow and orange. So how do we find the perfect orange? There are tons of websites like Pinterest, Dribbble, random websites like this one, colors.co, where you can find inspiration. Here they have a lot of color palettes. So if you like this orange, just copy it and you have that orange. If you maybe like this one or this one, you have to decide what tones do you want. Do you want like matte, neon, you want pastel colors, desaturated, saturated? How are the colors that you want to create so the color palette makes sense? Of course, you don't want to use a color like this and with I don't know, maybe you want to use vintage colors like this one. Maybe you want to use some desaturated pastel colors like this one, or neon colors, or whatever you want to use, but make them cohesive. Another way with this tool that you can find the perfect orange is to use the generator. Each time you press space, it creates different colors. So imagine you like this yellow, okay? This yellow looks like something we could use, so you can block it, and now you can start generating the rest. Okay, I like this orange as well. Maybe I like, okay, this is not like, okay, I like this black one because maybe we need a black also. Okay, I like this red. Well, maybe this one more. And now I'm going to create the last one. If you don't find it, you can choose it yourself. So maybe we can use a gray like this. And now you can go right here to visualize those colors so you can see how they look together and create the perfect color palette, okay? I already made that, and I decided that I'm going to use these 3 colors, this orange, lime color, and this teal color, because those were the opportunities we had. And for Kairos, I'm going to use many colors because we are going to make 3 courses of many topics. So each topic will have its color, but we are not done. This is the first step to find the perfect color with the color opportunities and the psychology, the color psychology. Then decide those colors, looking for inspiration online. And then we need to create all the color palette with each color going to dark to light. How are we going to achieve this? Well, we are going to copy each one of the colors, okay, the hexadecimal code, and we're going to go to this website called UIColors.app. Okay, here we're going to paste our color, and we have the color palette already made for us, from light to dark. The good thing about this is that it tells you if you have to use a dark or light text on top of that color, because sometimes you don't have enough contrast and it's hard to read. Okay, so for example, you have here all the colors, and in each one of those colors, if you have to use light or dark color. You have here some examples of how can you use those colors together in light and dark mode. And this is what I made in the website I'm designing for Kairos. If you see here in these tags, I'm using different colors, different light and dark tones for each color in light mode and dark mode. And this make it look great and cohesive. So 3 simple steps: find your color opportunities and decide the color that you're going to use with color psychology. I even added here some definition of each color that I use. Decide the specific colors you are going to use based on the tones and what you want to communicate with your brand. If you want to be a very passionate young brand, or maybe more professional with desaturated colors, you choose that, and then you create the full color palette with this other website called UIColors.app, but there are plenty of options. So 3 simple steps. I hope you enjoyed this video.